Two, one. And welcome back to episode 5 of Skill Issue. Who actually thought we would ever get here? And I'm always, as always, I'm joined by my very sweet, never angry, never full of hate co-host Tait.
Where did I get this reputation? I feel like I was until I joined Chile, and everything I see in that group chat just makes me mad.
That's fair. It's just the Tait hate. The Tait hate is real.
Yeah, you're all jealous. Yeah. No, how's your week been?
Yeah, good.
40K and
had a really nice weekend. My wife was about to start a new job, so we kind of like got her ready for that, which was really nice. And then got to play a TTS game as well with my rock list for Lakes this coming weekend, which is going to be the whole point of this episode. But so that was nice. We'll go into our list. I'll leave the list, the spice in the list. It's kind of probably a little bit announced by the fact that the title of this podcast.
And by the fact that I have shit talked it in every other group chat that I've been in. I've been like this idiot.
Yeah, fair. But I'll go over my reasoning, and then you can still hate on it, but at least I'll get my reasoning out there. But so that was real fun. And then just working this week, nothing crazy. Got a new video out. It's got a couple thousand views already, so I was pretty pumped with that. So go watch that. It's on this channel, so go watch that after you've finished watching this. I'll chill myself out a little bit. It's my own channel anyway.
Yeah, lock into your evening of Odyssey 40K.
Yeah. How about yourself, Tate? What have you been up to?
I've been painting Noise Marines because my teammate that I've been borrowing my Noise Marines off and my second Demon Prince wants his models back and says I can't keep them. So fucking thanks, Ben. But yeah, that's been me. I want to play them to a big event here in start of November, and I'm going to be away for a week or so. So I need to get them all sorted now.
Nice.
Which actually probably brings me to a little bit of housekeeping in that I think next week we're looking at doing Tuesday, not Wednesday. So all the Skill Issue fiends can get their weekly hit a day early, and then the week after that, looking at doing Thursday instead, just because I'll be traveling on both the Wednesdays.
We'll do posts for both of those, obviously. So it won't be, there shouldn't be that much of an issue. And obviously, there's the VODs afterwards. So if you can't catch us live, you can always watch the VOD. And then usually the next day, I try and upload it to Spotify. So if you can't watch us, at least you can listen to us. We have like 2 Spotify followers right now, so we're getting pretty big.
I hate to break it to you, but one of them is me.
No.
So.
Damn it, I think the other one's David Garado as well. So.
Yes, man. He asked me if I was doing anything at 8 tonight as well. Cheeky bastard.
Yeah,
nothing. Not even watching. Nothing. No, I told him talking about mediocre T-Suns lists. So.
We got our first comment. We got Dan Fox with 4 watching but 1 stream like. Come on, Slackers. Yeah, my boy. get on that. Beautiful.
Like and subscribe for free Odyssey 40K merch.
Yeah. Have you gotten to play any games in the last week, Tate?
I played a couple on Sunday. Yep. So I played, got invited to one of the sort of quite big Melbourne teams here, had a practice day. So there was like a heap of people there for that. Got a game in versus Aspect Host, which was sort of like it was quite an interesting game actually, because I rolled abysmally, which resulted in me getting all in like turn 2, and then because he's Eldar and I am now like fully pledged Emperor's Children, we sort of mutually tabled each other and played like 3 battle rounds with like 3 models.
Nice.
Which was like a real interesting game. Small win there, and then had a game into Crew Hunting Pack, which was really fun.
Cool.
So but both of those were good. And it's good. I've been like outside of that tournament that I played, I've been playing a lot of TTS, so it's been good to get back to some like in-person games.
I definitely like the in-person games, so I need to get a bit more on that, because there's nothing like TTS is good because it's like you can run to the toilet whenever you want, you can go make yourself a coffee, and it's just comfy. But there's nothing quite beats actually playing in person.
Just take TTS into the toilet.
Oh,
Convenient.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah, for sure. And then other than that, I've just been getting extreme FOMO from the Lakes of Blood hype, to be honest.
Mate,
Like that's yeah.
so pumped. Like I usually get way more excited about teams events, but for some reason, I think it's just because I get to see all my friends. It's like I'm so pumped for Lakes. Like I am actually like I'm so keen just to get there, be hanging out with. I get the double whammy because all my family lives in Rotorua as well. So like I get to fly up, staying with my brother, get to see my niece, and then play 3 games of 40k with my friends. And then we're going out for dinner on the Saturday night, and then I get to play 3 more games, and then I'm spending a couple of days with my family afterwards. So I kind of get like everything that I would want in a weekend, which is pretty excellent. So
Damn.
pretty cool.
Lakes of Blood confirmed Chris's perfect weekend.
Yeah,
It's
confirmed. If I win it, which is very unlikely, but if I win it, that would be beautiful. I'll just retire from 40k.
Yeah, that reasonable. Yeah, no, I'm not going to hate on your list. I was gonna make a snide comment, but yes,
we'll come in a second.
Yeah, nah, that's just so for me. Lakes of Blood is my confirmed like event I shat the bed at last year and got ruthlessly mocked.
Right. Didn't you go like 3-2?
Yeah. Yeah, I think I went 3-2, and apparently that wasn't good enough for some people.
Yeah.
So I'm still hearing about it.
Boys.
Yeah. Honestly, that's why I moved to Oz, so I didn't have to come back to Lakes of Blood.
Yeah, it's a good reason. But nah, Lakes of Blood is, I guess we can start to go into it, is an event that's held every year in Rotorua. It's one of the only like central North Island tournaments. There's a couple, but there's not that many, so it's pretty exciting when you it's not too far for the Aucklanders. It's a bit long, but not too far for the Wellingtonians, and everything in between is a bit closer. So it's you get this melting pot of all the different like players. You get like a few Wellingtonians, a few Aucklanders, and then everyone in the middle, which is quite cool. And it's a singles event, but it's using WTC scoring, so you need to win by 6 points to actually get a win, otherwise it's a draw. So there'll be quite a few draws on this weekend, which will be pretty cool as well. It makes it kind of interesting. Draws are very interesting because there's probably going to be 2 undefeated already. So draws mean there could be 3 actually undefeated at the end. So there could be 2 with perfect 5-0s and then 1 4-0-1. So if you get a draw, you could definitely still be in it to podium, which is pretty cool.
I reckon they should, Dave, if you're listening, shadow round and top cut Sunday evening. That's what I think.
Yeah, top cut. Just the last couple. Like I'd be down. I have a dinner at like 7, I think, on Sunday. I would be down. I'd play another game.
Yeah. No, that is good. It's definitely like it adds an interesting dynamic. Because I remember I've played a few singles tournaments like that where they have the WTC scoring, and it is stressful to try and have to eke out that extra fuck, I'm gonna end up with a draw. Yeah, but it's cool. It's a bit different, which is good to have the variety. And like you say, it's cool to see some of the Wellington names popping up on the list.
It's very cool. It's a cool event with great people. Dave Louis, the organizer, does a great job. It's in a pretty average. It's literally like a block from where I grew up, which is very weird. So whenever I go back there, my mum's house is literally like a block and a half away. So it's very odd to like go back there for it. Like I'm literally traveling up to be in my like home neighborhood. So it's kind of funny. But it's a cool venue. It's it's got shops nearby, which is really nice. And it's just central for so many people. And Rotorua is a lovely place to go and then be able to leave again.
Damn, okay.
I was there for like 20 years of my life. I can say stuff like that. We got a couple of comments. Got Dave Louis, lol, we are Kiwis, not Yanks. I was like, fair. I think it's more UK that do the top cut stuff, right? I think they're the other ones that are really popular for that.
Nah, it's both. And a few events here have top cut as well, which is I think the UK is like notorious for doing like the weird top cut where it's like limited. There's no shadow round, but there's still top cut. So there's like 15 undefeated, but they're just top cut of the like highest scoring 8 or whatever. Yeah. You end up with like undefeated people in like 14th and that kind of thing.
It's pretty cool. And then we've got Tyler Tyler King with Tait. Have you styled your hair in honor of the new Raven Guard meta?
Yeah,
Beautiful.
I'm real glad you picked up on that. Yeah, I will be. I'm pivoting. EC was not doing it for me. Yeah, pivoting to Raven Guard,
Beautiful.
meta chasing.
Yeah. I do think,
Nah, I
hey,
was just thinking
it's
weekend.
strong now. Now that you get guaranteed super oath, good.
Yeah, it is good. Yeah, and I would be lying if I hadn't like sort of side-eyed that, like the guy looking at the other girl, the meme of he's like over
Yeah.
his shoulder. I've
Yeah.
been looking at that right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think the
yeah.
biggest thing taking me off that list is building 9 Centurions.
You don't need 9, like especially we play WTC. I don't reckon you play 9,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Um.
And oh, you
No,
go.
no, no, no. Go forward. Go forward. Finish your thought.
I said the Shrike brick does look incredibly fun. Um,
Yeah.
like yeah.
Just silly
Um,
shenanigans like rapid ingress and loan up on 11 models is just funny. Like
it's yeah, that's one way of describing it.
not
Funny
funny,
or
haha, but
alternative.
it is funny.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, shall we go into my list then, and we'll start with that, and then we can rip it to shreds, and then we can kind of go from there with
Yeah.
where we're at. So I'll transfer over to this one, and then go down to my name. Cool. Sweet. So yeah, we'll ignore the little meta quote, which is the title for my thing, but basically it's everyone convincing me not to take Desloation Marines, and then surprise, surprise, I took Desloation Marines. But yeah, so it's Dark Angel, Strike Force, Wrath of the Rock, and then I have a little blurb of the things that the army can do. Just like kind of helps my opponents, especially Wrath of the Rock isn't a very popular detachment, so it's a way for me to like explain to people the kind of gotchas that I can have, especially like if I go first, Lion can rapid ingress on your turn 1. Like,
Yeah. Good way of just virtue signaling that you're a good player, Chris.
yeah,
Thanks.
yeah, oh, 100%. Like, I've got to be known as the nicest player in 40k. Even if I lose all
Yeah.
my games. And then, so for the army, though, it is Azrael, Captain and Gravis armor with ancient weapons, Lieutenant with combi weapon, and then the Lion. And then I got a unit of intercessors with a power fist, 3 units of Deathwing Knights, 2 with swords, 1 with maces, the Desolation Squad, a unit of 6 eradicators with 2 multi-melters, 1 unit of scouts with close combat weapons and a missile launcher, and then 1 unit of Vanguard vets with Inferno pistols. And that is the 9 units that make up my list.
Yuck. That's all I gotta say.
So I will bring up the reason why. Like, Desloation Marines, I think, are interested in this meta. One of the things that I thought would be an issue for my list, noting the very small unit count that I have, is I need a way of efficiently getting rid of 1 to 2 units without losing a unit. So my thought there was like, oh, I think Desloation Marines could do that. And then I looked at the maps. So I'll flip over now to the maps for this weekend. So the maps came out before list lock, so that was something interesting to like take note here. And 4 of the 5 maps, I can get plunging fire on my Desloation Marines from my deployment zone. So only round 3 I can't. So in the matchups that I need the extra AP, because Desloation Marines naturally ignore cover if they don't move, so I'm AP1 on the Castellans and AP2 on the Vanguard launcher, is pretty good. So you got here, I got my home objective here, and then I can basically cover from this one. Is awesome because I 36 is literally the 3 middle objectives. So that's map 1 for tipping point. The search and destroy map, it's pretty far back, but I still get the center and my natural expansion, which is pretty good. Round 3, I don't get plunging fire, which is super sad, but I still think it's fine. Like, Desloation Marines still do the job, they're just not as efficient. Then the Crucible of Battle, this is the gassiest of the lot, because it's like right on the deployment line, and I actually can shoot into my opponents like onto the safe part of their objective, which is pretty awesome. And then the last round, Hammer and Anvil, it's not the greatest, but it's got an option for it as well there. So that was kind of the thoughts. Like, against the Marine matchups, the Stern Guard are normally better, which is what were in the list before the Desloation Marines, but I didn't find the Marine matchups to be that much of an issue. What I do what I did have an issue with, it was just the MSU list, that just spat out, 15, 18 units. Those were an issue because like, yes, I can kill them, but if they dance around me, it just can be an issue. So this is a way of just picking up those like 5 Jaegers, those, that unit of Howling Banshees, that unit that, those Swooping Hawks. It just gives me an answer to these kind of units, which I think is really important for the list. And then with Plunging Fire, it also then helps with the Marine matchups because getting that AP1 means it either forces them to tax them to take AOC, or they just actually start to lose models pretty consistently.
So you were telling me that they're good for Howling Banshees, yet before this stream you were telling me that the last Eldar game you played, they killed like one Banshee and then they moved closer to you.
They didn't. No, they actually moved further away, but they actually didn't even kill the model. So I shot them into Oath with +2 strength into a unit of Howling Banshees. Gave my opponent, I think it was 9 saves, and he made 8 4-ups. And I was like, good, because I didn't have Plunging Fire in that game because we weren't playing on one of the maps for this weekend. But I was like, oh, good. So he just literally he should have lost 3 models and he lost 0. But this thing is like, you don't kill units, but you make them so weak that they don't trade into me at all. And it's kind of the idea. My units are already naturally quite durable. So if you put them below the threshold of actually doing anything, then they become a lot less useful in the matchup.
Yeah, like I do like that. Like I was playing triple saboteur in a truck in Outlander Claw with that for ages, because for the exact same reason, like it just makes units not effective. It doesn't really kill anything, but it sort of picks up half the unit. I think, yeah, good medical for Eldar. I like, despite the name of the episode, I'm not gonna continue on this train forever because we did talk about it last episode. I do think you would have been better off with just 2 other units, but yeah, definitely see the reasoning. It's got and it's like, as you pointed out at the beginning, it's cool to be a little bit different. Like
that is me to a T. Like I always love to have my one little special unit if I can. Like,
yeah,
makes me feel important.
And I think there's some like, if you go first in some matchups, like if you go first in Sisters, Eldar, that kind of thing, you pick up a scoring unit immediately, or something that can flip primary, like one of those higher OC light units.
I realized something really funny right before the stream started because I was just looking through lists, and Jonty has the -1 damage enhancement on his Psychomancer that cannot attach to another unit.
Big.
I just turn 1 and just ace that boy. I was like, good. No -1 damage. You don't halve the damage of my Deathwing Knights for the rest of the game. Thank you.
That is, yeah. What do you? Can you attach?
Nope.
You probably don't.
Warriors and Immortals, and he has neither of those, so he cannot attach it to anything.
He can't even like do the play of race, get no 5-up from the pain, but I will keep my -1 damage.
Nope. It's just I checked before the stream. I was like, ooh, baby. So I got the anti-Jonty tick in my list as well, so I'm pretty happy with that.
Let's be honest, it's not really that relevant because Jonty's going to lose to care round 1 anyhow. So
very fair.
Yeah,
very fair. Jonty known bad to care. Bad for care. No, care known bad for Jonty. Yeah, but it's pretty interesting. We've got a couple of comments here though. We got Isaac T. I think Isaac, are you the person that I'm playing tomorrow night at a Teams event? He says you hate Desolations. Have you thought of 3 whirlwinds and new Iron Hands, double Oath with +1 to wound and reroll 1s? I've tried this triple whirlwinds. It's 600 points of sometimes kills things. The Desloation Marines at least have good volume into some units. But I could definitely see it. I haven't actually looked at the new Iron Hands attachment, to be fair, so it could be interesting.
I think it's like the points thing, right? Like the amount of points you're giving up to do that is crazy. Like I don't even think 200 points for Desos is good, but if you're doing way more of that for whirlwinds, it just seems bad.
Yeah, there's like a limit to like the point threshold, and I think the 200 is kind of like where my limit is, unless it's really good, and there's just no really good indirect at the moment.
Yeah.
Then we have Ragnarok, which is Ash. Is, hey, I was all for the Desos after you explained the reasoning and thrashed me with them. Yes, I did. I did beat you, and I beat you. When the Lion just took over that game, when you did not kill him because you didn't pile into him enough, And it was he literally was like, I don't need this many guys. Lion will be dead. And I was like, I don't think so. And then Lion was alive on 2 wounds, and then we rolled the guy that he could have piled in, and he would have killed the Lion. And I was like, wow, it's on you, boy. He got greedy.
Yeah.
And then we have Jed White. That little blurb about what your list can do is a great idea. Thank you. I think it's pretty cool. I think it's a nice thing to do, especially on armies that aren't very aren't used to seeing, or like really new stuff. Just kind of get through like the gotchas, or like the common stuff. So because people that might not have access to the app or something like that, it just gives them something to like look into on your list.
Yeah, no, it is a good idea.
Yeah. And then we got Dave Louie again. I don't get Ezreal with 5 intercessors. Would have thought Sternguard or Hellblasters. The Hellblasters really didn't excite me whatsoever. The Sternguard are good. The Ezreal with 5 Sternguard is like one of the best like 200-point units you could play. Like they can clean up stuff in shooting, and they also do quite well in melee. But again, I wanted Desloation Marines, and I didn't want to cut the 15 Deathwing Knights, so it was kind of the only place to cut fat.
The intercessors,
yeah,
a pretty serviceable unit though, right? Like with the volume they get with Sustain, with Oath, Azrael's Gun. And then they're like kind of cute late game. They come out, they got a 4-up in bomb, OC dump, Azrael's fighty. Like it's not an amazing unit, but it's a good unit.
Yeah, it's fine, right? Like if you can oath it later in the game, if like say the Desloation Marines have kind of done their dash, you can oath them 20 shots with sustained hits. It's like not bad. Like it still does damage, and then Ezreal's gun is just also quite good. But yeah, so like it's a later game piece realistically in my games now. And then we have Isaac T. How is -1 damage spam for your list? It's very, very bad. I am not looking forward to our game tomorrow night. I literally paired it, and I like shed a tear as I was pairing it, because I was like, this is just horrible. But had to give the rest of my boys better games.
Yeah.
He's been talking to Innes and think the Iron Hand Whirlwind list is real. I was like, that's cool. I'll be keen to have a yarn with you tomorrow night when we play. That'll be sick. I'll be down to have a look. Anyway, that is that. Shall we talk about some of these lists?
Some of the other people.
Some of the others. Yeah. Who do you want to start with?
I reckon, considering Tyler's called him out and we were asked to do a masterclass on how to stop this guy's reign of terror, surely Charlie Casual Kang entering his hobby era.
Beautiful.
6 Dread Knight Charlie.
This, to be fair, the models are gonna like they win him so many points even if he loses every single game. Like the models are absolutely insane. I did not realize how much of a hobbyist Charlie was. Like I knew he was a decent painter, but like the conversions are nuts.
They're very cool.
Yeah, they're very cool. Do you want to run through the list?
Oh yeah, I can do. Damn it, I'm just sitting here being lazy.
I can do it. I have it up if you want. But...
No, I got it. So it's called Wa Mr. Bondoir, which is highly played out name, 3 out of 10.
Yeah.
Sanctic Spearhead Grey Knights, which is the vehicle detachment. So that's kind of cool, but different. He's got Brotherhood Tech Marine, Crow, 3 Nemesis Dread Knight Grandmaster ones, and then Sigil of Exigence on one of them, which is the jump away when you shoot me once per game. 5 strikes, 5 interceptors, 3 normal Dread Knights, and 10 purifiers, and that is it.
Yeah, I did not expect there would be many more lists that are leaner than mine, but you found a way.
Well, there's a couple, because like Korach's list is not a lot of boots on the ground as well.
Yep. Like I want to talk about his list. I think his list is also interesting, but let's focus on on this bad boy. I think it's interesting. I think like Charlie is one of the best players in New Zealand on positional play. So like it's definitely a list that's in his wheelhouse. Like when he was playing GSC, he was a terror. When he was playing the what's the drop fleet Astra Militarum Bridgehead, yeah. When he's playing that, he took absolute names with like 2 reps with it. He's just really good at the positional shooting kind of stuff. So he's gonna be a terror. Yeah.
And he's supposedly the other thing that I've been, I won't name any names, but I've been chatting to a few people about the Lakes lists, and they're all writing off Charlie. They're all like, and
Charlie's
what you don't understand.
Sorry, you go.
Charlie normally has no reps when he goes in on something. Charlie's been playing this. Charlie has been practicing with this. So yeah, I wouldn't write him out, especially since I lost to him round 5 of Lakes last year. So
Yeah. Charlie with reps is a truly terrifying thing because that man never gets time to play 40k. So when he actually gets to understand his list before round 1, like I remember, I think it was at Warp Wars, he was playing the Bridgehead list. Again, I think it was round 3, he was playing against Michael Stewart, who was playing a Storm Raven Ultramarines list, but Michael plays Astra. And then he was like, Michael was like, oh, by the way, you know these guys have this ability, right? He's like, and Charlie's like, no, I didn't know this. He was literally learning. It was like his opponent was telling him the rules that he had because he just hadn't had time to actually break everything down.
Yeah,
it's like, but it's gonna be good. It's a cool list. It's fast. It can hit really hard. It's great positional play. Sigil is slightly nerfed from the indexes. Now you can't go back into reserves. You have to teleport. Like you have to come back onto the board. So you can't do it for like a rapid ingress play.
Yeah.
Or anything like that. You know, you just have to do it like kind of normally. But like it's still incredibly strong, very good for the shooting matchups, right? Like you point a hammerhead at it and it's just like a nudgy. Like
nah, bowl. And it just like jumps onto the play that I love about Sigil is you put it, as long as they can't like screen your expansion, right? You put it on the middle. They have to put something down to deal with it, and then it just goes on your expansion. And it's like you're still getting primary. Yeah, obviously in some matchups, like if they charge it or if they auto see you, it doesn't really do anything, but it's still very good.
Yeah. Then this is definitely a list that I want to go into with my Wrath list because I just don't understand how he deals with me. I just put things on every objective and he's like, cool, he doesn't kill me on anything. And then the line just one taps a Dread Knight every turn.
Yeah, what are the Desos doing in that matchup though?
There's a strike squad. They pick up a strike squad real good. They hold my home field objective. Something needs to be there. I need to screen it in that game.
Someone's got to do it. Yeah, exactly. All right, I'll stop. I'll stop on Desloation Marines.
Yeah. The funny thing is, the Deso, I could be playing 1800 points in this game, and I still think it's very heavily favored to me.
Yeah, fair.
Mark my words, I'm probably going to lose the game if we play, but in my mind, I don't see how I lose this game.
Yeah.
We got Dylan here with, I'm here to watch ugly people with bad takes. Yep, that's fair thing. Thanks, Dylan.
Go look in a mirror, Dylan. Nah, I love you. I love you, Dylan. My 14-6 king.
Dylan is also in our team for the ANZ teams, and he got a 14 into Plague Legion tonight, so it's a great way to set it off with a win. It's nice because I'm probably going to bring back 0 points, so it's a good start. But yeah, cool. So that's the first list. What I wanted, we talked about Corrich's list. Let's go and have a look-see at that. So we have here. Dylan, my mom says I'm handsome. I was like, yeah.
Your mom says I'm handsome too, Dylan. What a coincidence.
Sweet. So we got Hayden's list here, and it's just called Lakes, so it gets a -1 for list name. That's weak.
Super boring.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
It's almost as boring as Hayden Corrich himself.
Damn.
But yeah, so we got a rubric phalanx here, which is the all is dust attachment, right? So if your damage is 1 into rubrics, it is -1 AP or +1 save.
+1 save, so vaguely different, slightly better, but yeah.
Yep. So we got Araman, Demon Prince of Zench, and then 3 sorcerers, one of them with Risen Rubricae. Notably, it's a Demon Prince on foot, not winged, which is kind of interesting. But I guess there's some good strats in this, because I'm assuming foot Demon Prince does the strat cheapening.
No, it doesn't. It gives a aura of stealth for infantry, so it is pretty good in this list.
Sure, yeah, okay, that makes sense. Yeah. No, my Desos will be hitting on 4s. No.
No.
Damn, he got me.
Your Desos seem like a lot of damage 1.
Yeah, that is the worst part about it. But I will be AP1, so you still be getting your 3-ups, good sir.
No, you'll be getting 2-ups because
Why?
they'll go back to
Because it'll
they go
be
to 1-up saves. And
1-up saves? Oh, because can you AOC as well?
no, that's just how it works. They go to 3-ups and then back to 2-ups because it's like they're at a 2-up with a +1, which
Oh,
you'll need
into the Terminators. Yeah, I was talking the one Rubric Marine unit.
one rubric marine unit.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Sorry. So the Desolators, but they get their points back if they kill Araman and a Rubric unit. They've gotten their points back.
That's true. Or Araman, I'm assuming Araman's by himself for an
Not
extra
against me
unit.
though. Like right, like otherwise I just insta kill.
Uh, yeah, that's
Because the
true, I
Vanguard launches
guess.
48-inch range, so like I just shoot that at him until he dies, and it's damage 2.
That is true.
So I
That's true.
think, but yeah, so, and we'll get through the list. We've got 1 unit of rubrics with the usual loadout with 3 flamers, 1 unit of spawn, 30 terminators with what you would expect them to have, a unit of Zangor Enlightened, a unit of Zangor Enlightened with great bows, and then a unit of Zangors. So again, somehow a list with less units than mine.
Yeah. Do you know if this is the LVO finals list, like copy paste? No, not in a shaded Hayden kind of way. Is this the copy paste LVO list?
I'm not sure if someone in chat knows. Hit us up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's similar to it, I think. But
it's a
yeah,
good
I think
list.
this is
Yeah,
it's a very good list.
it's a good list.
Um,
30
yeah.
Terminators with access to fallback, shoot, and charge, so they get to apply all their damage multiple times, is actually horrifying. Like,
It's also like surprisingly quick, right? Because one of them can infiltrate, one of them can like ingress, and you can then assault you can give them assault and you can temporal surge, make them kind of quick.
yep,
Yeah, pretty spicy.
that's pretty
Wouldn't
cool.
wouldn't be surprised to see Hayden podium with this, to be honest.
Yep. I don't
Yeah.
think people will respect how durable it is, and they'll just send at him, and then they'll bounce, and then he just picks up everything, right? Like, it's kind of what I can see happening in a lot of his games.
Yeah.
You know, it's cool. Like, -1 to wound always, Scarab Occult Terminators are just a pain. Because it's not
Yeah.
just if your strength's greater. So like if you're shooting like strength 4 guns, you're just wounding them on on 6s. So it's like a bad time. But no, it's a cool list. What do you want to go to next?
I'll pull it back. Where are we going? What should we look at? Like, I kind of want to look at Jonty's list just because I want to call him out for his list name.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's fine, Jonty. Cool. Here we go.
Like, what is asking people to give you a nickname? Like,
Oh,
negative,
that's so
yeah,
that's
negative 10 aura
yeah,
immediately.
low aura. Listen, at least there's effort in it, but not the
Yeah.
good kind of effort. It's the bad. It's the too much effort.
Jonty, do better. If anyone, yeah,
Yeah.
disgusting.
Yeah.
Other than that, list is Star Shatter, Nightbringer, Immortech, Silent King, Plasmancer with Chrono Impedance is the -1 damage.
Yes.
And then, Psychomancer, and then Technomancer with the fallback, shoot, and do things, I
Yeah, for
think.
vehicles and mounted. Yeah.
Yeah. Flayed Ones, Double Ophidian, which I really like in Starter Shatter. I think that's a cool tech piece to have 2 of them.
Mm-hmm.
6 Wraiths, Reanimator, Doomsday Arc ×2, and Triarch Stalker. So again, it's like kind of light on the ground. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's a good list.
It's low model count, but like to be fair, Wraiths with -1 damage are horrible. The Silent King with -1 damage is horrible.
The Wraiths get the -1 damage. I
Oh,
thought it
is it
was
only
mounted.
vehicles?
I think it's mounted vehicle, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
Pretty sure
still,
that's a Silent King.
yeah. But
Or
still,
maybe the
Silent King.
Triarch.
To be fair, turn 1 giving the Triarch Stalker a -1 damage is very annoying because it starts the game. You put like Triarch Stalker on your expansion and then like the Nightbringer in the middle, and it's like you can't deal with this, so I'm just going to get a lot of primary. Like you can auto see the Nightbringer, but he also does like the splash models at the end of the fight phase. Like I think it's just like he starts giving you problems turn 1, which is quite interesting.
Yeah. I think the notable thing about it though is it's perhaps a bit weak to world eaters, and there
Mm-hmm.
is a lot of world eaters
Yeah,
at this event.
4
So
world
there'll
eaters
be
list specifically. Yeah, and I think the world eaters just push through. This is one guy running. Luke's running the 50, like the Ennis Wilson 50 Berserker list, which is I think just runs through this list because it just doesn't have like the wraiths aren't durable against 20 Berserkers. Nothing in this list is durable against 20 Berserkers. Like it all falls apart very quickly.
for sure. Yeah. Next, I kind of what is else is interesting. I think the you said there was a Bringers of Flame Sisters list.
Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
Richard Holman. Yeah, this I actually dig this list. I think it's very cool. The name is Fire Woman, which is again like I like it. It's this thing is like this. It's low effort, but it's still good. Like that's what you want.
It's like shit but cool.
Yeah, exactly. So it's Morven. So it's Bring of the Flame Sisters to Battle. Morven Vow Triumph. Only 2 characters. Baller start. Double Immolator and a Rhino. Immolators have multi-melters. 3 units of 3 Arco-Flagellants. 2 Castigators. 1 with Battle Cannon, 1 with Autocannon. 2 Dominion squads. A Paragon Warsuit squad. 2 Retributor squads with multi-melters. Or 3 Retributor squads with multi-melters. Oh no, one of them has flamers. Oh, this is even better. So 2 multi-melter Retributors, 1 flamer Retributor, and then a Seraphim unit to finish it off.
Yeah, that's cool. I think Bringers is still really good. I think like maybe a bit better on GW terrain, or where you can kind of just chop the angles or go in a straight line with the vehicles. Although obviously he's gone like a little less heavy on just like the hull spam lists that we used to see.
I think it's just because the hulls are so expensive, right? Like the hulls are like they haven't come down in points that much, so like they're still pretty. 160 points for effectively a Rhino chassis. Yes, it has for a Predator chassis, but like the guns are slightly better, but not by much. Like, it's just the fact that you can miracle them does make them a bit better, and like much better ability. Like adding 1 AP to everything else that shoots you is pretty cash. Like it's a good ability.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, it's a cool list. It kind of goes wide-ish. Like you have 4 Dominion squads because you split them up in the Immolators. Like it's just quite neat. You have all the trash with the Arco-Flagellants, so you can like if they only put 2 or 3 OC on a point, you just you send out your Arco-Flagellants. You need to do an action. Cool. There you go, buddies. You slap them on the butt and you send them out. I think it's quite cool. It might lack a little bit on like raw output damage, but like if it needs to, it has like Morven and like multiple Retributor squads just to come out and just like slap stuff down. So like
I think activating Morven Val multiple times is going to be key. Or if it can play something or on a board where it can take the long angles with the castigators and just keep them activating.
Yeah.
And the Dominions are good as always. With double immolator, like that's just a really good package. I think this is fine for damage.
Yeah, it's not like crazy damage, but it's like good damage. But it can like you can't disrespect this damage. Is kind of what I was getting at.
Right. Yeah. Sure. Yeah. Yeah. And the Seraphim, the Fire and Fade girls, they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a cute little tech piece.
Yeah. It's just nice, right? Like you can give them +1 AP from a castigator, and then you finish off a unit with them, and then they go back behind a wall. Like stuff like that can be really nice. But yeah, it's got like enough trash though. Must say, Desloation Marines. Tick.
Nice. Yeah.
That's a good one. Okay, what do we go for next? Let's go over. Let's do one of the chili guys. Let's do Ash. His world is list.
Yeah. All right.
What do you mean? I have an army rule? Is the name not bad? Not too bad.
Yeah, that's like solid, respectable.
Yeah. That's like a 5 out of 10. Like it's got a fit, but it's not crazy. Yeah. Do you want me to go through this one?
Oh no, I can do it. I've got it up. Easy. So it is Khan the Betrayer, Demon Prince of Khorne with the -1 damage, so that's the little Lonot boy with neg 1, and then the free strat aura, or the neg 1 strat aura. Khorne Lord on Juggernaut with Berserkers, so that's the big 20 man that can go through walls, go through crates, gets extra movement, and is just going to be getting that 3-inch engagement range, piling consolidate 6, and touching your whole army. The 10 man to go with Khan, 3 8-bound and 2x3 exalted 8-bound, which is like maybe a little different to what you normally see. You normally see the 3 8-bound with the the 3 exalted with the slaughterbound to like rapid in response to a big threat, but this is still like nice. I
It's
guess.
just good. It's more tooly, right?
Still
Which
got
is
the
very...
3 regular 8-bound to use their data sheet ability, buff the berserkers. 2x10 jackals, 2x10 spawn, 2 hellbrutes, and a rhino. So it's like fairly sort of like standard world eaters, I think, for like if you're not playing the 50 list, the 30, or if you're not playing 50 plus, the 30 is kind of where you go now, right? Like, I think.
I think so, yeah.
But it's a good list. Yeah, Ash has been doing well with it. Like, Ash is kind of mid to the same journey I am, that going from like the weird, tricky blunting armies to playing a bit more pressure. But been getting great results with it as far as I'm aware.
Yeah,
so,
yeah. Apart from into me, we to be fair, I think my list is quite good into specifically this, which is like a bunch of damage, 2 attacks that really want to be killing Marines, and I'm just like, I put my Deathwing Knights in front, and then it's kind of like, you don't kill me, and then you bounce off the AOC one thing, so it's like pretty rough.
Yeah.
And then the Lion, like if you have access to -1 damage, I have to kill 8 guys. But if you don't have access to -1 damage, I kill like 14 guys. That's real bad.
On the Lion, did the Lion lose his like battle shock aura? He did.
Yeah.
Not the battle shock, the strat or damn. I was like, that would have been real spicy.
That would be very spicy, yeah. But you got Uppy Downy instead, which is, I think, better.
Yeah.
The Uppy Downy in command phase is very funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's a good list though. It applies really good pressure. The boards are pretty good for World Eaters this weekend, so like you have good staging points on pretty much all the terrain, which is really nice. And it's a bit more Ash inspired with the extra 8-bound instead of the slaughterbound. So just give him an extra couple of tools since he's used to playing with 20 something units. Just like gives him a little bit more, which is like those comfort picks I think are really important. Like when you're playing a list, to still have like a little bit and not just like completely like strip out everything. It was the hardest thing for me swapping to Wrath of the Rock with like nothing as other than playing, like Orcs and Tau, and you're like 3 units of Pathfinders, you have 3 units of Stealth Suits, you have all this like trash units that you can play the game with, whereas like you don't get that as much, so you kind of need to like have a couple of pieces to still have that, like to have some stuff to play with.
Powder Dark Angels is like a big swing in terms of unit count. Tau has an unreasonable amount of units.
Yeah. But no, it's a cool list though. And I wish Ash all the luck this weekend. And I hope he gets paired into Jonty and just runs through him.
Why isn't Ash grudging Jonty? That's my question. Maybe I'll ask Care to grudge Jonty. Someone's got to get rid of him turn 1. Or round 1. Yeah. Next, I reckon we gotta go to Tim Ho.
Oh, sweet, let's do it.
Tim the Rampager Ho. Yeah. His list name is just Groot with lots of O. That's actually, that's a strong 7. I like Groot.
Yeah, it's the lower effort ones that are like funny like that. Are actually like absolute game. Like they're so good.
I'm a huge fan of the list names that are just like a paragraph of text. Like I know a lot of people don't like them, but that's my preferred list name format.
Yeah. I know, like, yeah, I also quite like the ones that are videos. Obviously, they're horrible for this format because we can't really watch them, because a lot of them are probably not okay for YouTube. But I do really like the video ones as well. I think they're really good when you like have like either something that's completely unrelated but just like an inside joke, which is also fire, or just something that's just really silly. Sweet. So, Crude Hunting Pack. You played this on the weekend, right? Do you want to go through the list?
Yeah. I actually sent Tim Ho or Tim. I guess everyone knows Tim. We can call him Tim.
Yeah.
I actually sent him the list I played on the weekend. It was very similar but slightly different to this one.
Yep.
Main difference being it had rail hammerheads as well. Because I think that player was pretty good with it. So Tim's got the Flesh Shaper and the Trail Shaper with the enhancement for +3 move and assault and crit fives.
Yep.
So these go in the 20 man, give it a reactive move and sustain fives, and
Nice.
then extra movement and assault. So it sort of doesn't really turn it into a threat, but it turns it into something that's quite quick, can do a lot of screening, OC dump, and can kill sort of
It kills like 5
small
scouts, right? Like
pieces. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And there is said 20 man. So this is just like a big. It's got stealth. It's got sticky objectives, a fuck ton of OC, and a 5-up inbound and shooting,
Yep.
with the option to 18-inch loan op this with a reactive move. So in some matchups, this can be a really tricky unit to deal with.
Yep.
But in some matchups, it also just folds because it's 20 T3 guys. But cool thing is you can 2CP bring this back to life once per game. So that's definitely what Tim will be looking to do, is probably like use this early and then bring it back late game to dump out of maybe on someone's backboard edge behind their home objective.
Yep.
And then it'll be a bit harder to deal with late game. He's got double broadside, which I didn't see, which is kind of interesting.
Yep.
This is single broadsides? Yeah. So this is kind of taking the place of the rail hammerheads in the list that I was talking about before. They're probably just walking on a board edge and trying to pop a tank.
Yep.
Fast Stalkers, this is the infiltrating recruit unit. So this is probably, I think the Trail Shaper lets him redeploy. So this is going to screen out the middle, create some space to scout into, because basically the whole army scouts, and then he's going to redeploy these somewhere else. The patented Ho 18 rampages.
Yep.
Oh baby, yeah. So this is just like a huge stat check versus some things. It's a lot of wounds with the 5-up inbound and shooting. The notable thing is that the save is not great. So in some matchups, like particularly, I'd be worried about World Eaters with this. The volume will just go through these.
Yep.
But they can really stat check some things with worse volume, or where they might get a bit more value from 18-inch loan op, the shooting invon, that kind of thing. Riders, also just a bunch of wounds for the points, like 90 points for 15 wounds.
Yeah, at T6, like it's a good toughness breakpoint. Like it's good. Like,
sure.
Yeah.
And then
they
they've
have
also
grenades.
got like
everything has grenades in this list pretty much. So it's like value. Like good.
Yeah, which is actually like really good synergy with the detachment rule, right? Because you grenade immediately, the grenade also gives you +1 to hit with your whole army. So that's like kind of cool. And then classic Tal player crutch of triple Riptide.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, they're just, why would you not? They're just super pushed.
Yeah.
And then double stealth suit for guiding. Yeah, overall, I think it's cool to see Current Hunting Pack getting played. I think good list. I would have personally like taken a couple more guiding pieces. When I played this in the weekend, that player also had 2 stealth suits. Immediately killing the stealth suits and watching the Riptides hit on 4s does feel good. Yeah, other than that, it's certainly going to be a challenge for some of the lists this weekend to deal with. I think there's just so many wounds.
The more shooting oriented lists, I feel like really struggle into Crude Hunting Pack.
Like, for sure. Yeah. How do Desos serve you in this matchup?
Just delete the stealth suits turn 1.
Yeah.
Kill 1 unit of stealth suits turn 1. Kill a unit of stealth suits turn 2, and then turn 3. They also have the very funny thing is that you oath the Fast Stalkers, but then you target the 20 man because you get so much blast. You still kill like 14 of them if you're just hitting on 4s without rerolls, because you get 20 shots plus your D3. You get 30 shots on average, so you can just kill a lot of them.
Is that with Desos?
Yeah, that's with the Desos. Yeah, so you either force them to loan up and then you hit the Fast Stalkers with oath, so then you guarantee kill the Fast Stalkers, or they don't loan up and then you just shoot the 20 man and you kill most of the 20 man anyway. Like, it's just a horrible position to be in. Like, I think it kills like 13, but like it's still like it's a good amount that it kills, which is like an issue.
Yeah. And then I suppose you got the Lion, or you got the 4-up Pain versus the Mortals from the
Yeah,
Rampages,
and
and then
half the army has a reactive 4-up paint anyway.
this is kind of how my game played out in the weekend as well, because the EC Demon Prince is like the same thing. You got the strat for 4-up Pain versus the Impact Mortals, and then you neg 1 damage, and you AOC the Rampages, and they just bounce.
Yep.
Um, but yeah,
The
cool
Riptides are
list.
scary though. The Riptides do hurt. So like
Yes.
they're like a key piece to this. Like if he's trying to beat those, yeah, they're like Emperor's Children or like anything with -1 damage, or like even the Terminators and like Hayden's list. Like those Riptides win you that game by trying to force damage through, and then you're just trying to block movement and stuff like that with the rest of your army.
Yeah, it's a lot of stuff. Like one of the things this army has going for it is just a heap of things that just get in the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's cool to see this on the table.
It's gonna be a sick army, and like it's cool to see Kroot, right? Like you never see like all the Kroot, so it's quite neat just being able to see like, yes, it's got a couple of tower things, but it actually I think makes it cooler than being wholly Kroot. Is like having like the couple of like things in there, like guiding the rest of the Kroot on how they perform. It'd be cool if you just had like an honorary ethereal, just to be like, do my bidding. Like,
I think the axolotl guy, like the little guy on like the Kroot lizard thing, that model was so cool.
Yeah,
where is that?
Yeah,
that.
the old what is it thing? I literally have one. I actually, when I went to WTC last year, I bought one of those in Belgium, and I was like, I'll paint this up in like the Belgian colors, so like remind me of WC. It's still in its box.
Yeah.
But yeah. So let's try and get a couple of. If there's anyone watching us, is there any lists that you want us to go over before we do any more? Like, let's just kind of let's see. And we'll catch up on chat. We've got Dan saying, "Too bad I dropped. I had a very good list name." Are you still? Yeah. Let's while we wait. Let's just read Dan's his list name. Just the honorary. We can salute while we do it. It's an average children list. Do you want to read it out?
Well, it's basically my list. So throwing shade at Dan here. No, not really. All right, what do we got? List name is Flawless Blades. So this is throwing shade at me. This list name, Flawless Blades, are so good, bro. That +1 attack really puts them up there. That's exactly how I would talk. Even John Lennon took 3 after saying how trash they were. So naturally, I took 9 to a team's event and totally carried, bro. Did you know they even have grenades? End quote. Tait Hobie, S tier EC player on the Amicable Skill Issue podcast. Great name. Yeah, very sad that you had to drop. Yeah. That was 10 out of 10 name. 11 out of 10 even.
Yeah. Very strong game. Very strong list game. Yeah. Hopefully you feel better soon, Dan. Obviously he had to drop, so but I hope you are feeling better as soon as you can, man. And it'll be good to see you at the next event afterwards.
Yeah. Very sad.
At least now there's only 2 Daniels at the event, because like 3 Daniels, there was 2 Chris's and 3 Daniels at the event. 3 Chris's as well, because Chris Hamilton's there as well. Dang. This is crazy. True. So now the Chris's outnumber the Dans. Power.
You guys should have, you know how Dave does that like teams thing for Lakes where you can have 3-man teams? You guys should have done Team Day, Team Chris and Team Dan,
Yeah.
If there's anyone put in chat a list they want to look at, or are we?
No one. Yeah, we've got 13 viewers. This might be the highest concurrent viewers we've ever had. Yeah,
crazy. We're blowing up.
Yeah, we big, son. We're in the big leagues now.
Episode 5, we've already made it.
Yeah,
like,
mate.
Come on.
It's that consistency, mate. Every week.
I also I noted that Fireside is celebrating their 200th episode today. We're celebrating the 5th.
Hey, you gotta start singing. Yeah,
we're basically the same.
Hey, in 4 years we'll be there.
Oh yeah, true. Damn.
Yeah.
Right. If we don't have anyone else, we can look at my proteges list. David on the T-Stones.
Dylan said Pato's list, so let's have a look at Pato's absolutely horrible list.
No, I hate.
I don't like it either, but we gotta do our fan service to our least desirable fan.
He got 30 minutes of props for winning his game and back to the doghouse.
Yeah. You gotta keep your friends at like a level. You gotta up them when you need to, but you also gotta keep them down. You gotta keep them at a level.
So this is why everyone keeps telling me I'm trash.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so we got Abuela and the Chihuahuas, which is Patricio Campos's list. This is the one of the two main people from Tactical Chili Wargaming who are our good friends, and obviously we're both on the Chili Cow Cartel team, which is part of the whole Chili thing. And what he has is a Space Wolves Stormlance task force, and he has a Judicia, Combi Lieutenant Logan Grimnar, a Wolf Priest with Fainting Withdrawal, and another Wolf Priest on his own. And then we have 6 Blade Guard veterans, 5 Fenrisian, 2 units of 5 Fenrisian Wolves, which are like good early game trash pieces, right? They get OC if they're close to a Space Wolf character, so like they can still do stuff for you, and that is cheap. Which is fine. 1 unit of scouts, which are just kind of like you just add, like I think a Space Marine list starts with that already like on the app.
Yeah.
It's just how it is. And then you have the 18 Thunderwolf Cav with Storm Shield, so it's just the stat check of I can roll 4-ups, bro, and then you die kind of thing.
It truly is. Yeah. Fast forward.
Yeah, fast forward. Yeah, and then obviously you can move, was it 21 inches with the Stormlance strat. So that's pretty good. And then you got the unit of 6 Wolfguard head takers, and then 2 units of 5 Wolfen with Storm Shields. So again, it's just taking maximum 4-up invols and just trying to stat check and just push.
Yeah, honestly, when is Pardo going to stop doing this? Like, I haven't seen a list from Pardo since like early 10th that isn't I'm running 4-ups at you.
Yeah, just the stat check. Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's the stat
I also
checking.
this list moves unreasonably fast as well. Like auto advance 9 on Thunderwolf Cavalry with advance and charge.
Yeah, another 12-inch move as well, right? Because they used to be 10, I think.
Yeah. Yep, that is correct. So they like go. I can't do maths, but they go like 21 in charge or something like that.
Yeah,
like,
that's fast. Yes, they have to go around stuff, which is an issue, but like still pretty good.
Yeah, the one thing that I think is like a cool tech piece if you're playing, like I don't know how the points work out, but if you're playing Stormlance, Space Wolves is Bjorn because he gives you the extra CP now, right? So that means that turn 1 you can do the super fast wolves if you go first.
That's cool.
Because it's 2 CP. Yeah. But yeah, it's a good list. Pardo's very well practiced on that. So yeah, I know Charlie was trying to convince him to play 30 Fenrisian wolves though, so that would have been
just the worst jail list. I think this is better. Like this has a bit more damage in it, which I think is just probably better. Like
yeah. Well, the Fenrisian, which Charlie was telling me, the Fenrisian wolves have like a flat 6 reactive move, just like built in.
Yeah, so they just like, jail you harder. Yeah.
Yeah, you can like, and no one sees coming the sort of end a move with a 9 of one end of the wolf train, and then you react a move like the other end. There's like stuff that you can do with that, but you're right. This is probably slightly more balanced, if you can say that about this list. But yeah, cool to see how it goes. Yeah,
it kind of does what it says on the book, right? Like it goes fast, it stat checks you. You either pass or fail it, and then it's kind of the game. Like, and there's a couple of tricks, but there's not a whole lot of tricks. There's just a couple.
Yeah. There's like reactive move because it doesn't surge anymore, right? Or like you can surge some stuff, like you surge Wolfen maybe because there's no blood claws. You can't surge the Thunderwolves anymore though.
Yeah. No, it's less jaily, but it has like different options, I suppose. That's the way to put it. We got Matthew here. Ask Pato how his stat check Star Shader did versus World Eaters at NZDC.
Well, did Pato win a single game at NZDC?
I wasn't there, mate. So,
no, I'm well versed in that because I told Pato it was bad for him. First he went versus John, and I told him it was bad for him, and he's like, no, and just starts going on about all the stuff he can do. He gets 15'd. Next round, he's like, no, like it was because of XYZ. Pairs Matt, gets 20. Anyhow, I'll stop hating on Pato. I love you.
It's fine. He is our good friend, so it kind of just comes with like if you know us, we're probably going to rag on you during this podcast. But yeah, it's D6 reactive apparently on the Fenrir rules. Still good, but not flat 6.
Oh, it's D6. That is
Yeah. They have a
significantly
flat.
worse.
They have the strat, so for flat 6 reactive. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Cool. We got Shad in the chat just with a wolf emoji is all it is.
Yeah. Chad confirmed furry.
Yeah, it's very true.
It's
Yeah. So is there no one said any other Matthew in the chat. We love you, Pato, just Josh and you. Yeah, exactly. We you can't not love Pato. He's just such a lovable man. But yeah. So is there any more lists, or do we kind of like talk about who do we think is going to podium?
Yep. No, we can do that. What I want? Oh no, that's too much. I was going to say let's talk about Wooden Spoon first, but we don't. Let's not.
Yeah, no, we don't need to go down that dark path because then it's me, right? It's like I'm like, it's this person, and then it's me that loses all 5 games. I'm like, no.
Let's podium. It's like
it's tricky.
It's a fairly competitive event this year. You got Dan Hayden coming out of retirement.
Yep.
He got sad that I one-shot his Sandguard at Chile, the last Chile teams with 3 saboteurs. So he has to prove himself now. Back on the Eldari train, something he's historically been good with. Yeah, you got obviously you got the Chile boys, you got Josh, you got John T, yourself, Charlie.
Charlie could be interesting. Yeah, Charlie does need to dodge a few matchups, I feel, but like he's got a good
Charlie,
list.
Yeah. You're right. Like his list will there are some things that just can't hack because it's so skewed. But it'll be interesting to see. I think Hayden's list is looking really strong. Like I think that's very good. I wouldn't be surprised to see Hayden hitting podium. I want to say John T because John T, but also I think that list is going to struggle into a few things that are at this event. So I wouldn't be shocked if he sort of fell out due to a poor matchup.
Yep. Because podium's going to be 2 undefeated and then potentially a drawn undefeated or a 4-1 player. So like that's like he could. I definitely could see John T going like 4-1 if he does drop a game. I doubt. I'd be very surprised if John T drops 2 games. So he definitely could be that extra the third if he does drop a game. But also, I don't think he scores super high. So if he does drop a game, I don't think the differential is very high. So I don't think his tie breaks are going to be very strong.
Yeah, that's true. So maybe he needs a bit of the golden run to go on. Needs to dodge the Kia, dodge the David.
No, exactly. I think I'm gonna put Josh's podium the last 2 times at Lakes. So
it's not happening again. Like, how can one man just luck out that many times?
No, man. Like, it just as tournament. Like some people just have a tournament where they just they just do well every single time. Every time I go to OTT, I've like podiumed or like gotten undefeated until the last round and then came 4th because I lost in the final. So like it's just like people just have their events where it's just like they're like go-tos, and it's just Josh's event, right? Like he's a great player. He knows how to play the armies that he plays. And I also think even if he does drop a game, he gets big differentials in his games just because of the style of how he plays. So if he does drop a game, I think he's very likely to get that 3rd place if that's the case.
Yeah, no, definitely. He's very aggressive. He's playing a list that supports and rewards being aggressive.
Exactly.
Good player. Hope to see. The other like benefit of WTC style scoring is we'll be able to see all those 15-5s on his record. It's going to be
This is harking back to we did a Matrix one time, and literally every single score Josh had for a match, it was a 15 or a 5. It was a 15-5 to him. Like it was crazy.
Not quite.
Yeah.
He didn't do the Matrix, right? Like he just said, I don't need to do it, it'll all be 15 fives.
Yeah, he was even more confident. It was wild. And then he also got like no less than a 15, which was he just reinforced the Matrix. Like, damn. Yeah.
No 15 fives because they were all 17s.
Yeah. Yeah. Chad
um,
says, what tournament isn't Josh's? Like, fair.
uh,
I don't think he doesn't win many tournaments. He does well, but I think he always like gets like cut at the knees at one event, like at one game. But like he does
it was
well.
he did quite badly at not calling you out, Josh, just because Chad asked the question. The that first chili spice must flow.
Mm,
I think he had an unfortunate run at that event, but other than that, like he does do very well.
yeah.
Yeah,
No, very fair.
I think
I'm gonna put I think for my 3-pack for not necessarily in any order, but I think the 3 that are gonna podium. I'm gonna go Josh. I won't go Hayden since you said Hayden, but I will go Josh. I'm gonna go Charlie. I reckon Charlie's just gonna get the run. Like everyone's underestimating him. He's just gonna underdog it and just like punch up. He's just gonna dodge me somehow, and I'll lose round 1 to something. And then who do I think's third though? I think Dylan's gonna shit the bed one of the rounds, but I think he'll go 4-1. So probably not him.
yeah, I think Dylan has been doing real bad versus world eaters, and there's too many world eaters at this event. I reckon, like, yeah,
I'm gonna go
needed
for
those
Waddles.
guys.
I reckon Waddles is gonna surprise us. He's also done
Nah,
historically quite well at lakes.
yeah, I reckon Waddle is going to not get all the fire dragons that he's borrowing, and he's going to lose the 10 battle points, and then he's going to lose to Charlie by 10 points.
Yeah.
That's my prediction.
Fair.
Yeah, no, I reckon Korach in third.
He's ranking them as well.
I'm ranking them. Korach in third, Charlie in second.
Nice.
Who do I put in first? Who's going? Gotta get a dark horse here, I reckon. The underdog. I'm gonna back my boy. I'm going Karen first.
Kier? Oh yeah. Awesome.
Yep.
Very cool. Kier's list is fairly similar to Ash's list for World Eaters. Slightly different, but like fairly similar.
Well, it is good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kier's been doing well in the practice games. Hasn't won an event yet. It is his time.
Oh yeah, I would be very hyped if he won. Like that, I think that would be sick. He's grown as a player over the last like year and a half so much. Like I think, and it's like such a cool like steady progression. Like he's been like changing armies, and now he's gotten stuff that he's like really vibing with, and now he's doing really well with them. Like he's taking some pretty big names. So like I think it's his time to just like just get a bit of a luck on the run, because to dodge the things that are like really negative for him, and then just get there. Like the issue with World Eaters is they do have some like pretty bad reds, and as long as you can dodge those, you're kind of just like you're home free.
Yeah, for sure. And then another cool thing we could do is best team, because they do the little 3-man teams award, right?
Yeah. So I'll go over my team first. So I have Wardle and Hayden Corrich, and as my
stacking your team.
Yeah.
This is
I found 2 people that hadn't been picked, and I was like, and people that I knew, and I was like, I know Waddle, he's coming, cool, he's in, and then I was like, oh, Corich hasn't got a team either, and I was like, Corich want to be on Odyssey? He's like, yep. So I've got a pretty decent team. I'm pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 decent players. You're also on there.
Yeah, 2 decent players. Yeah. Yeah. But I think the one that you probably is the most notable is Team 15-5, which is Charlie, Jonty, and Josh. That is a team.
Yeah, that certainly is one of the teams. Yeah. Very good. There's actually not that many people. Oh no, there's Chili Cow Cartel.
Yep.
Actually Casual Gimps. Now this is my team. Actually Casual Gimps. Ashley Reed. You got where are we? Chris Hamilton and oh no, Dan Fox dropped from Actually
Casual
Gimps.
They need to find a third one to add to the moniker.
Yeah.
Big
stuff. That's my team though. I'm back.
So basically what that is Lake Supply is a really cool thing where you can take like a 3-pack of players down. that are like, you can still play each other, but it's the best average scores from the three of you. That is like whoever has the highest average out of all the three packs, they get an award as well, which is a really cool way of like having like a bit of camaraderie, but still playing a singles event. So it's a really cool way of like kind of like you can hype up your boys because like, yeah, when people win. It's really awkward when you do play each other because you're like, well, but
Yeah, it is what you just handshake on the 10-10, highest average.
yeah, or one person just guarantees the 20-0. It's effectively the same.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
that's cool. It's really fun though. I think more tournaments should do that because it's for singles because it's just a cool way of like, getting a couple of friends and you can just kind of do something that's a bit interesting and a bit unique, and it's a cool like extra layer that adds to the tournament. So right
Yeah.
there.
The other cool thing I remember Lakes doing last year was Best in Faction Awards, which is something I'd be real keen to see more of in the NZ scene. Like I know it's like it's more effort from the TOs, like it's more sort of financially strenuous and that kind of thing, but it is really cool to see. It's a bit of fun.
Yeah.
Um, yeah.
And Lakes do incredible trophies. They're like they're very
Yeah.
very cool. So and Dave puts a lot of pride in the trophies, so it's pretty cool. So it's definitely like it's an event where you want to win something. I actually have a Lakes trophy. So just give me 1 second. Talk for a second, and I'll try and reach over and grab this thing.
I wish I could see the comments section, or the chat. This would be a great moment for me to go through chat. Yeah. Who else? We can go through another list, maybe. Don't know. Let's look at Dan Hayden's list. Let's look at an Eldari list quickly. Where is he? Because we haven't done an Eldari list. We've got Aspect Host, Lakes. This is what the fuck? This is the worst list name. It is literally just Lakes. But it is Eldari Aspect Host. Azaman, which is a really cool Azaman in the 5 Dire Avengers is a really cool sort of tech piece for the meta at the moment. It's just come down in the slate, and his profile is really good into some of the more marine heavy lists. So it should be super good here. Sort of fire invading out of a Falcon to get like lots of uninteractive damage. Then he's got Autark Wayleaper with Strategic Savant. I believe that is +1 OC. So that's probably going with Warp Spiders. They're going to deliver the Wayleaper fusion gun, flip it to a 6 with their Aspect token, and blow up a tank at really long range. They can also free strike Grenade from the Wayleaper, and then end up with a big +1 OC, 2 OC Warp Spiders on a point. So sort of 2 for 1. Flip a point, kill a tank. Fuegan with 10 Dragons, Janezar with 5 Banshees, Lycus Spiders, just really good Eldar good stuff. 10 Storm Guardians, so just sticky for the home field. Wave Serpent to put the dragons in. Falcon for Azaman. Yeah, and then 5 Banshees without an attached character. That's an interesting choice. I think it might struggle in terms of output because the volume on the Banshees is really low. But still like a good sort of fast trade piece, good fights first unit for protecting an expansion, threatening the heroic, and then 10 Hawks, 10 Hawks, 10 Spiders.
15 spiders.
No, 15 Spiders
Yeah.
and 10.
Yeah,
10
two by
Hawks,
5
yeah.
Hawks and then 3 by 5 spiders.
Yeah. Yeah, no, cool list.
Good, yeah. It's Eldari good stuff, right? Like it's just
yeah. I really like the Wayleaper spider package or something like that I was playing when I was playing Eldar. I really like it. It's cool. It's quite expensive, but it's a lot of value. Yeah.
Good tool piece. So I got the trophy. This is from when Josh and myself won the best team. They're really cool trophies. I'll put my head out of the way so you can see that a bit better. But great. It's really cool. Yeah. Like he does a really good job on them, and they're really nice. So definitely, if you can get your hands on one, like, they're really worth it. They're really nice trophies. Cool. Okay. Do we have anything else you want to talk about?
We'll have
we've got chat, I guess. Let's so we got Charlie saying that he's going to be in the bottom 3 confirmed because both of us put him on the podium. That's fair. That's usually probably a bit of a curse there.
That's what we wanted. Yeah. We're
Water,
trying to set it up to fail.
Wardle probably won't even show up. Yep, fair.
Reasonable.
I'm holding terrain hostage for my fire dragons. Fair.
Reasonable.
Chad says, "How do you not even believe in the man that is Kier?" Oh, thank goodness. And then Dylan, Kier for number one, hell yeah. And then yeah, Charlie, go Kier. All Kier had to do was quit Tau to get good. I was like, fair. Sometimes it is genuinely something that is like you see, like people just like stick to a faction, and they don't do very well, and then they're just like, oh, fine, I'll pick up another faction, and then they just like skyrocket. Like it just wasn't the play style that it actually worked. Like even if you get good with it, if if it's just not something that something just doesn't click, then like maybe you just needed that melee option. Like that's the one thing where I have to like when I was playing Tower for a long time, I had to like stop and play orcs for like 2 months straight just to like get some melee in me, just to make sure I understood how the fight phase worked again, and then I could go back to shooting people. But like I generally had to because I was like, nah, I'm actually like forgetting like the stuff you can do in the fight phase.
Yeah, I definitely experienced a little bit of that with Thousand Suns and then GSC as well, pivoting to Emperor's Children, and I was like, oh, it's like learning the fight phase minutia is definitely a little bit of a learning curve.
Yeah.
And I think that is something that Kiers really sort of excelled at as well, is those sort of like melee pressure
Yeah.
lists, which is exact or very opposite to Tau. So yeah,
Oh, for sure.
makes sense.
I know he still plays Tau and he still does enjoy Tau, but like having obviously I think he's just grown a lot as a player, being able to play those different style lists as well, which is really cool. And with that, so I think that's probably all we need to do for today, right? We've been live for like an hour and a bit. I think that's usually about our time. Yeah.
I guess we could just shout out to other people. I know we've had a few comments that were like that people want to see events from sort of different places outside of Auckland. So if you have an event, shout out, I guess, and we can cover it. I know there's a couple in the sort of lower North Island coming up before the end of the year. So be sure to get those covered. Other than that, I don't know if there's
not a whole heap, but yeah, we'll try and cover everything that we can, obviously. Like that's kind of like that's our goal, is to cover events, cover the interesting things that's happening in New Zealand and Australia. Like that's kind of like our goal. Mainly obviously New Zealand, but like since Tait does live overseas, we will respect the Australian overlords as well, and there's stuff there as well.
I guess that actually the other thing, if people have strong opinions, like maybe comment on the Facebook post or shout out in chat, because I know we've gone back and forth a little bit on, I know Chile used to do like the pre-event and the post-event, and we were thinking that might be too much. But if people want to see like interviews with event winners afterward, that's something we could look at if there's interest, I guess.
Yep. We could also do like pre-recorded interviews that we just like slot into the videos as well. So like we could do that, like we could do our intro and then we could just like slot that in. So that means we're not restricted to the person having to be here on a certain night. We can kind of do it as well. So yeah, just like comment on the video, stuff like that, like, or that we in our Facebook posts, and just let us know what you want, because like we want to like do stuff that's interesting for you, but also stuff that promotes the community, right? Like that's kind of the whole goal.
Yeah. Nah, clickbaity videos that make us the most money. That's what we're here for.
I got absolutely attacked on Reddit the other week for apparently a clickbait video, which was very funny. I literally got like DMs on Reddit. It was pretty entertaining. Yeah. But what can I expect for posting on Reddit, right? That's kind of the life. With that, make sure next week we'll be posting again, but it will be Tuesday next week that we'll be going live, not Wednesday, but, just because of schedule conflicts. And then the week after that, it'll be the Thursday as well. That's correct, right? Hey? Yep.
Yes, that is correct. I'm incredibly difficult as always. Yeah.
Nah, it is what it is. But like again, as we said, you can watch the VODs if you're not here live. Otherwise, it'll be up on Spotify the day after. Like it's you can never miss out. It's always going to be here for you. You can always come and listen to our sultry voices. And if you do miss it, just, watch last week's episode.
Just watch it again. Anything to get the views up.
Exactly.
Watch it and repeat as you fall asleep.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Cool. Charlie says, interview Pato after he gets wooden spoon. And then Jed, post events would be cool too, I reckon. Yeah. So there's definitely some interest there. think it'd be cool. I think the post stuff just has to be a lot shorter, I think, because if we do it an in-depth the week before, we probably shouldn't spend too much time.
Yeah, or maybe we could do the opposite, go through less lists before and then have a full episode talking to a winner. Or maybe we trial both formats and see what works best.
I'm really open to try anything, and it's just an interesting format that we get to cover. So like, we're really up to you guys on what you want to view is what we'll kind of try and like beeline towards a little, but it also has to be stuff that we find interesting. I think that's the thing is like, if we're not passionate about it, there's like, you know, if we're just doing it for the sake of doing it, it isn't as exciting. But like, we want to be talking about events because we talk about events anyway. So like, it's just kind of like, this is like our way that you kind of get to talk to us while we talk about this kind of stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I'm going to the Chile teams, Jed. So we'll be doing a post and a pre and post for that one. I think because I think in the post for that one we'll probably go into like my matrix, like the team's matrix for the event, and kind of see how we go. So it'll be kind of interesting with that one. So it'll be quite cool.
Yeah.
But yeah. Cool. Sweet. Well, okay, with that then, we won't hold you guys here any longer. I've been Chris. As always, I'm here with my co-host Tait, and thank you very much for watching. We got to like 17 peak viewers today, so I think that's definitely a new record, which is pretty hype. So thank you all for spending your evenings and chatting with us. But otherwise, we'll see you guys next time.